Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre market session. And each morning we listen for stocks to be called out in this live stream one up here. And we watch for stocks, these green labels to pop in on these two scans. And once we find a stock we are interested in, we come over and we want to make sure that this current bar volume, which is the volume in the very last candle, we want to make sure this label is green and that this number is really flowing fast. We want to see high volume, as much volatility in here as possible. And once this is green and we confirm we have a lot of volume so we can slip in and slip out, we want to make sure that money flow is green and pointing north, and this preferably this yellow line is angled upwards. And at the same time this is happening, we want to make sure that there are many more buyers coming in than average. And this green bar represents buyers, the red represents sellers. So when these green bars are breaking above this yellow average volume line, that tells me that there's more buyers coming in than average. And then when you have these two labels up here, once this is green, this line is green and this bar is green, we want these two labels to turn green. And once they turn green, you'll see some numbers in them. The higher the numbers, the better, of course. So once they're both green, you either want to be in the stock or deciding really quick if you want to trade it or not. Because when these two green labels turn green, the price is already moving. And if you are a new trader here, it looks easy when you watch these live streams. It's not easy, trust me. I've been trading for many years and it looks simple on the screen, but you throw real money at it and the whole thing changes. So watch these live streams, write it down on paper, write down your entry, your exit, and your results as you watch many of these live streams. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but trade small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. If you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. I'm also not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. And in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT. And if you continue beyond this point, that means you are accepting full responsibility for your actions during this session and do not hold volumespikes.com liable for any decisions you may make. Good morning, traders. Haven't seen too much moving around this morning. MRNO kind of just sluggishly, I'm going to say, moved and then all of a sudden broke out and now back down. And this was before our market session opened. Still got about a minute and a half to go. And if you are new here, this system is pretty easy. I am a coder. If you didn't know, you won't find any of these indicators in Thinkorswim. A lot of these come with your membership. I have this one is a purchase above and beyond the membership at $99, but well worth that investment. But it's really simple. You're not really me. I'm not really focusing on is this indicator that way or this way. I just look up here. If I see green, all green, this label will be green. This will be green. That'll be green. I'm just waiting on these two labels to turn green before I make a real quick decision. So we see one, I'll click on it. It'll pop up on the screen. Is that green? Is that green? Is that green? And do they look fairly decent? You can do that within a matter of a second and then wait on these two up here to turn. 5 seconds to go. Let's see if we can get one right out of the gate. Watching MRNO here. This label is green. The volume is sluggish. It's not really fighting. We want to see a big battle going on, not just a few shares coming in. A lot of sellers coming in. They're all panicking. You can see the sellers in this bar, and the green part of this bar are buyers. So the sellers are outnumbering the buyers. We are also on the money flow headed downwards and south. We want the opposite of this. Cheese balls, I trade usually 4 hours a morning, 4.5 sometimes. I leave the stream running all day long up to 7 p.m. Central once I'm done. So stocks keep popping up. But for your paid membership, I stream for about 4 hours of coaching every day. And it's not a solid coaching session, it's mainly trading and me calling out what I see on a chart. Seeing a lot of red right now, nothing really going in our favor. KUST, I'll take a look at it. Currently at 269 and an older resistance level. Checking the volume, it's extremely low and the label's red. PDYN 724. This one looks much better, headed north. Watching money flow here. They're already coming out of it. It's ran up twice. I'm going to set a level here. This would be a resistance level. We need to break that $7.15 for the next push upwards. But we're watching this money flow. We want to make sure that they're going to do it, and they did. Now let's see if they'll continue pushing by continuing to watch this indicator. Couple profit takers bailing out. Not a lot of people coming in. The price may drop. Few more buyers coming in. If you look at this bar, we're about 50-50 on the sellers and buyers. It's going to be whoever wins is going to be the color present. Right now, the buyers have the advantage, but we have low volume in the sellers. Any little bit of selling under low volume is going to move it back down. Money flow is negative. We're never going to get green labels up here as long as these are negative. A lot of wicks on the top up here. These wicks are sellers driving the price back down. There's probably a bunch of sellers sitting up here because there were some there for the last 3 minutes. Buyers are trying to get through those sellers once again. Don't see any red in this bar. Volume is still kind of sluggish, but there is volume. Sellers are coming back in. A lot of people selling up here, probably a lot of bag holders that have been hanging on and all of a sudden the stock moves and they see their opportunity to get out. And that may be what's happening here. If the buyers keep plugging away at it, they may break through if they can buy up all these sell orders up here. You can see how slow the volume is. We should be seeing 100,000, 150,000, 200,000. We're just seeing 50,000, 40,000. Buyers are still present. Money flow is still headed a little bit north. They are continuing to buy up these sell orders and pushing higher now at 746. You saw these two labels turn green and then it took off. Take profits as these stocks are rising. Lock in the money as it's going upwards. If you sell when they are buying, you can get out quicker. You can actually hit the sell the ask button and bank a little more. Never leave a good fishing hole. If you see another stock, go see it. I'm going to hang on to this one and see if we can get more out of it. 751 so far. Let's see if the buyers come back in. We want to see money flow stay up high. I want to see them push it further. We don't want it to drop down too far. I'll go ahead and set a level up here and see if we can break it. 750. Watching these two indicators, I want to see a tall green buyers coming in down here. I want money flow to stay up high. Looks like a struggle. Take that profit if you're still hanging on. All right, that was a start. Buyers are still present on PDYN. These are buyers. Down here on this indicator, we have double green labels sometimes. We need to see if they're going to break this 750, maybe push it up to 8. The stock has not sold off. In other words, and it hasn't just came right back down. It's still active, so we're going to continue to watch. And if something else better pops up, of course, I will try and take a quick look at it. Testing that 750 once more, rejected again. Lack of buyers, not going to move the price. Lack of money flow. KUST testing an older resistance level at 290. Let's see if it can break through. Money flow is red. We have a red seller bar. Not looking too promising at the moment. All right. Enjoy your coffee. I don't see anything else at the moment. Good job, A Treat, over on YouTube. He gets $100 off of PBYN. No volume on that one. KUST. Retesting 290 again. Let's see if they can get enough buyers together to get it going. Breaking 290. Want to see some strong indication down here. Long, tall green line, tall green bars. Let's give it an effort here. Green labels firing in. They're giving it that shot. 290 to $3. That's a 10-cent move. Can they keep it going? Watch these percentage numbers up here on these two labels. It's dropping off. We need above 80, preferably 80s to 90s, 85 to 90s. Very weak on this push. I recorded Tyler's class last night. I will be uploading it after I get through trading this morning. You'll find it over in menu and news under announcements. It went very well, Tyler. I enjoyed it. Thank you for doing it. Look forward to you doing more of them if you feel comfortable with it. Would really like to see more members stepping up, talking about your experiences in a live stream to others. Just tell them the truth. That's all you have to do. We have nothing to hide here. KUST not getting anywhere. And I'm not seeing BMR anywhere, but I'll look at it. Because the volume is too low for it to trigger a scan. Another trade over on YouTube, user one fat guy. Good job on your trade for 213 on KUST. Not seeing anything really jumping around, standing out.
PDYN.
PDYN breaking above that 750. It's a burst. It just all of a sudden broke out. Probably impossible to catch it.
BKYI.
Make sure you use caution here. Do not chase the highs. And the moment you click a high, they probably take profit on you. Holding 760s. We got another one running, BKYL also. But PDYN, it looks like it's paying a lot more
PDYN.
money probably. 792 now, 794. Found some buyers. They're willing to pay more and they're pushing it higher.
PDYN.
798. Watching the percentages in these labels. We want them to stay up there above 85, preferably 95. Back up there in the hundreds for a few more people stepping in.
BKYI.
Nice high percentage
PDYN.
numbers. Take profits on the way up. I'm out here. All right, I'm liking it. They're kind of unpredictable. Didn't make what I wanted on this one because it had already broke out like all of a sudden. But when it pulled back to here, I popped the trigger on it.
PDYN.
Couple $100. Holding the $8 range. Haven't had a strong pullback yet. We get a pullback, I'll mark another level. Continuing to try to push higher, 816
PDYN.
now. Fly, baby, fly. Let's go. Maybe running out of buyers. Keep an eye on money flow and those bars down here. 819,
PDYN.
struggling to get higher. Red and red coming in. These investors will get tired of hanging on and they will start selling. Most of the people in pre-market are scalpers. Be aware of that. %90 of the time when we start selling, it goes down. Holding the $8 range. $21 minutes in since market open, 2 trades done. Already sitting at about 580. Not too bad of a start.
PDYN.
Looking north, watching the indicators. We're not getting too many green labels up here. It's still weak. We need those high percentage numbers above 85%, preferably 90, 95. We're not getting them. There they are, but they're not sticking. We need a bunch of buyers to push that price higher. 830 now. Buyers are interested. Let's see if we can get them to push it higher. Indicators look good above the yellow line down here. This is more than average. Need 2 green labels to get that big breakout. 832.
PDYN.
Man, it's sure showing a lot of weakness. I don't think we're going to get it. Every time it tries, a bunch of sellers come in and drop money flow down to red. So be aware. We may be running out of power up here. Double green for the push.
PDYN.
Let's see if it's stronger now. 838. They never did sell off. I still have a little bit of faith.
PDYN.
844. Maybe the other scanners are now picking it up. 100%. Another push. 849. Nice tall green bar above the average of buyers. Money flows still north. Still getting the occasional double green, so they're still trying to push it higher, but it's not moving fast at all. 850 now, just for another penny over the last minute. So definitely weakness. Here comes the red in the labels. The buyers are
PDYN.
not ready to quit yet, covering them right up. Delta's red. We may be flipping here. Buyers
PDYN.
are there. They're not going to let it drop. 867 now. Arch, if you got a piece of it, be happy. You don't have to keep chasing the tops, especially if you are fairly new. Don't chase the tops at all. Just if you got your slice of the pie, you'll keep learning. You'll learn. You'll keep trusting. The trust is not there yet because we have this indicator here that, of course, tells us why did you get out? All the candles are still green. I love Smart Candles Pro. Never thought it would happen that I could program something faster than I am or smarter than I am. Of course, this is a computer calculating the numbers. Easy to beat me because of that. I'm glad it turned out like it did, though. Still no red on the bars, on the candles. Buyers have not quit. They have not sold this stock off. In other words, it has not dropped back down. Took a break right here and then continued. We may be taking another break here. Tyler, if the volume's not high enough, the scans won't pick them up. It's here in this list, but it's not moving at all. Looks like they may be done with PDYN. Money flow is dropped off drastically. You can see all the where they started taking profits here in these bars. You can see how the bars got shorter. The shorter they are, the lower the volume. So they may be pretty much done here. We almost have no volume now. But we got to play right into the middle of it where they were playing. That's where we make our money. Find that party, join the party, leave before they shut the door. At least you tried, Autumn Rain. Keep pushing forward. NAMM. Let me see what it's doing. Well, it doesn't have any volume yet. Want to keep an eye on these stocks here while they're moving. Testing that 850 again. We need to break above 850. You can see there's some money coming in, not a whole bunch. We just barely broke above average on the buyers. Here comes some more buyers
PDYN.
pushing it up to 875. This is why you don't leave a good fishing hole right here. Let's see if there's some more people interested in pushing this up to that $9 range. 877,
PDYN.
878. Looking pretty good. I'm not seeing a bunch of selling. No red down below.
PDYN.
Waiting on other buyers. Money flow looks good. Dominator looks good. Nice tall effort here. Lots of volume came in just then. 893. Start taking
CRWG.
profits.
PDYN.
Not when you can read them like this, Milo. You can see what the buyers are doing here. Got to be 100% focused. Realize what's happening on the screen. This is money coming in.
PDYN.
These are buyers coming in above average. Volume is steady. We're getting 2 green labels. I see nothing to fear here. Some profit taking going on. I can see the body of the candle shrinking. There's that red. Hopefully you're taking profits or took profits. Maybe left a little there in case it keeps going. That part's up to you. I'll just put you on them, but you need to learn how to work them. Red money flow, red dominator bars. Looks like they're going to just sit here and rest again. Or maybe start selling the whole thing off. Momentum, it's under menu and scans, and it's called 3%. Good job, Autumn Rain. So there's still people fishing here for more bites. We have not sold off yet. It's still very active. Beautiful chart. Easy to play. Is it overextended? Probably. But if they keep buying it, I'm going to keep buying it. Here comes some buyers back in again. There's that
PDYN.
$9 I mentioned earlier. We are getting weak, so don't be too brave up here, okay? This thing is like a bottle rocket. It's ran all the way up from 650 to $9.
PDYN.
We became aware of it right back in here. I love cold coffee. That means we're making money, right? Getting weaker, like I said. It has ran quite a bit. It's paid well. Nice job, YouTube, and God bless you, brother. Here come them sellers. Big old red candle. I think that's the biggest one I've seen since the run started. Now, I would say that they may be done here. This was nice. Like I like to see them like this. Not real jumpy pushes, taking breaks, consolidating a little bit more. I'll take more of those, Lord. Thank you. My pleasure, Yatu. Thank you for the kind compliment. Looks like we're going to stay around that 850, 860 range. TIRX penny stock. Y'all been calling it out several times. I don't play these really cheap stocks, so have a party with it. All green bars, except for this last one, may be over already. Watch money flow. Want it green and pointing north. We want this long green bar above that yellow. Volume is flowing nicely. The label is green. We need two green labels up here with high percentages. Duvin, I'm aware of that. Thank you for that suggestion, though. My thing is, I have lack of space. I have too many things up here already. I can't even take on one more column. But good idea, and thank you. From what I'm hearing from other traders, even if you sign the agreement, there's still some blocked stocks. Some of these symbols they just can't trust. They won't release them. So you're going to get most of them, but not all of them, hopefully. And that's even if you sign the agreement, you're still going to have a few blocked. Did Starbucks go down or up? Oh, definitely up. As long as we give them $5 a cup of coffee, they should be profitable forever. Probably don't take them a dime to make it or a nickel. 725. That's almost a can of coffee, container of coffee. Watch the spread on Starbucks. Choco, I've been changing mine up, but I can't show you right now. I still have YouTube running, so I can't open it up to look. PT, I don't chase news or anything like that. I'm only monitoring the buys and sells within a trade. So they probably break out for a news. Am I interested in the news? Not really. I'm only interested if the people are interested, and I'm monitoring that as well. So if somebody somewhere puts out some news and it affects the stock somewhere and it's flying, it pops up in the scans, and then I put it on these indicators and determine if I want a piece of it or not. I'm only seeking unusual volume stocks. I'm sure the news creates some unusual volume and other events, of course, contracts and whatever. But as far as relying on news, I don't. I rely on large volume investors. Not seeing anything at the moment. AZI maybe. Let's see what AZI is doing. AZI is pushing up 350. It fired up in one of my other scans. Be very careful here. Let's see what they do with it first. They are taking profits currently. If they are, I'm going to snap a line here at 340. Let's see if these two flip around. We need this line green and pointing north. It's yellow line angled upwards and a big green bar here. Right now, there's a lot of sellers within that candle. The red represents sellers, the green is the buyers. You can see the sellers have the advantage at times. Now the buyers do. Money flows trying to turn around. Going up to retest at 340. Let's see if we can get through it. Need a big, strong green bar here. There we go. 339 to 354. Watching this green bar, we want it to keep growing in height. Come on, push it up there. We need it to be tall. Showing some weakness. Money flow is not really flying. It's kind of laying flat. Losing that little bit of gain back down below. Autumn rain, those 3 time frames are right here. And yes, I do. Autumn rain, these are more for me to look in all of my scans and find the ones with 2 or 3 labels lit up. I'm not using them in the trade, but I'm using them to find stocks. Because I'm running 13 scanners today. And it's easier for me just to scour over the monitors and look for greens. Yeah, it was replaced with this. But if you like the other one better, you can use the other one. The grid you're talking about, you can still use the grid. I basically just moved the grid down here in label form. All right, YouTubers, we made a little bit of money this morning. And thank you all for joining me. I want to invite you to come over to volumespikes.com. You can find out more information about me in the community by clicking the link above the chat you are typing in. It was a pleasure having each and every one of you join us this morning. You decide to join us, you get 4 hours of me, over 60 plus scans, 30 something indicators, and a community that's helping each other. I've also set this up for live streaming. So each member, if they decide to talk about things to other members, they can hold a live stream as well. And Tyler was a good one last night. He stepped up to the plate to get things rolling. So if anyone is interested in joining us and becoming a member and hosting a live stream, you don't have to be like me. Beginners want to know what beginners are facing. Those that know a little bit more, you may know something that they need to know. Everybody knows a little bit of something different. So opening up the community to these live streams will help everyone. So volunteer if you want to take one on and just be yourself. Tell the truth. We have nothing to hide here. Get comfortable with it, use the community, benefit from it, and make a little bit of money with us each morning. But thanks for joining me, and I will see each and every one of you on Friday, YouTubers. And God bless. Don't give it back.